Hello everybody, hope everybody is doing great. Today we will be talking about JP Morgan's Chase Bank stock. JP Morgan's Chase Bank, stock symbol JPM. It's the largest bank by assets in United States. Currently it's holding $2.74 trillion in assets. We are talking about trillion dollars here. This bank offers a variety of products including investment banking, consumer loans, assets and wealth management. And I'm sure many of you already having credit cards or debit cards, savings or checkings account with JP Morgan's Chase Bank. Let's look at how the JP Morgan's Chase Bank is growing. This data is for last 3 years. JP Morgan's revenue and net income both grew pretty well. Net income almost increased by 50% and EPS, earning per share, is $10.78 and it increased by 58%. So from growth perspective, JP Morgan's is very strong company. Return on equity grew more than 10% each year since last 10 years, except 2020, which is more like a market crash due to the coronavirus. Returns on asset is improving since last 10 years, meaning the company is becoming more and more efficient in using its assets. The efficient utilization of assets is a great thing for an investor. Here is the last 10 years stock chart of JP Morgan Chase Bank, and if you look around 2010 and 11, stock price was around $40 a share. In early 2020, stock price was around $140 a share, and now the market is crashed due to the coronavirus issue and the stock price is $92.70. I used a time value money calculator to figure out what rate the stock price grew in last 10 years. It come around roughly 8.60. I created a small interesting case to figure it out. If I invest X amount of dollars in JP Morgan's Chase Bank today, how much will I get in return 10 years from now? So for example, when a user buy 50 shares in JP Morgan's Chase Bank, each share $92.70, so he invested total $4,600. 10 years later, the stock price would be around $213 based on the 8.69% growth rate. 10 years later, total value of the shares would be around $10,684 and the investor would receive minimum of $1,800 in dividends. I'm saying here the minimum. The dividend will be growing in future, but the minimum he will get $1,800. So if I combine the dividend money and the share prices, so roughly it will be around more than $12,000. So I would say the investor 10 years down the road will receive more than 3 times of the money which he invested in JP Morgan's Chase Bank. Last but not the least, please subscribe the channel.